seeing with all of them. Bottom of the deck is Virgo, so some of you may be dealing, is Hermit, some of you may be dealing with Virgo energy, or you may just be very reflective and going within this month. But I do see there's a balancing out from potentially something that felt very tumultuous, very like your world exploded, because I'm seeing Tower followed by Ten of Swords. I see you almost like in recovery, or finally getting to your balanced place after something that felt like you bottoming out, like a huge surprise, a huge tumultuous event that knocked your socks off, that knocked you off your chair, that you didn't see coming necessarily, and it was an old way of thinking that really drained you. And now with you showing up as Queen of Swords in reverse, it may have been hard for you to define your new boundaries. It may have been hard to earn, is what I'm going to say, letting go of all these old ways of thinking and saying, this is what I believe. This is my truth. This is what I have to say. This is what I'm walking. This is the one sword of the truth that I'm walking away from the situation that depleted me. It may have been a hard-won effort, Capricorn, and that's finally leading you to a certain amount of peace, stability, emotional balance, feeling grounded. And it could be that in the middle of the month that you don't necessarily want to start a new beginning, that you're hesitant. You may be passionate about someone, or someone's being passionate towards you, but that you're resisting a new beginning because, especially because of prior commitments. Again, this person could be someone that you were married to before and you're giving them a second chance. There's a reconciliation, but you're kind of hesitant about it because of the ego battles in the past and not wanting to begin something new with them or someone else. So there's a little bit of conflicting energy between saying, yes, I do want a commitment. I do want to leave the ghosts of the past behind. I do want rebirth and renewal and new life, but I have some hesitancy and some resistance because it felt like I got stabbed in the back before. It felt like, when I went for this passionate beginning, I may not want a new passionate beginning because it felt like there was so much conflict and ego involved in the situation. So I'm going to say that it might just be worth looking at how you may be a bit of a new person now, Capricorn. This is how I'm seeing you as Queen of Swords. This could potentially also be an air sign person that you're working with. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but I'm really actually reading it as you because whatever it is, this tumultuous thing that has happened, it really caused you a lot of pain, and you may have felt really betrayed. You may have felt like your world ended in a certain way, but you walked away saying, okay, I'm not going to think this way anymore. I'm not carrying around these old beliefs anymore. This is how I feel. This is what I think. This is my truth. This is what I'm willing to stand up and declare and defend. And Queen of Swords does not mince words. She's like, this, toe the line or get out. She's very like, this is the boundary. Do not cross it. If you cross it, here's my sword. So I'm seeing this as you, Capricorn, and I'm seeing that you're being very careful. You may want a committed relationship and you may want reconciliation, but you're like, I don't want any drama. I don't want a new beginning if it's going to be anything like this. And I like that for you, but also realize there is this very grounded, some of you may be working with a Taurus or considering a Taurus. There's a lot of spiritual energy here, and this has to do with forgiveness and doing things the right way. So there may be someone from your past who you need to forgive in order to move forward, to have this new passionate beginning, to feel optimistic, motivated, enlivened, like a new day is dawning, because that's a theme of this card and this card, new day dawning. But I really see you kind of have to do things in a very you have to really look within spiritually and see if you can forgive the ghosts of the past. Let the past go. And you may find that you have a new beginning coming in for you if you can employ that spirit of forgiveness, Capricorn. Some of you are tired of waiting. This is 7 of Coins. And feeling like maybe you've put in efforts and you haven't reaped the harvest of what it is that you wanted. But I think as you confront your deep-seated emotions and let those come out, remember Venus is going retrograde in Scorpio, which is all about deep-seated emotions. You know, things that you've maybe felt for a long time but haven't allowed yourself to feel. This is all about identifying what's fantasy versus what's reality. And there could be a connection with another earth sign person that's coming up. This, you know, here again, it's funny that this is you as I'm seeing it also, Cappy. It could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but I'm reading it as you. The Knight of Coins who wants to proceed forward, but wants to do slowly and cautiously from what you've learned from this upset in the past. And, you know, this very well earned new balance that you've had. You're like, you know what? I really want to proceed with caution. I really want to go forward, even if it means going slowly and taking very steady, reliable steps, because you may not have gotten the apology that you wanted. This is Page of Coins in reverse, and this also could be an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but someone who hasn't acted with integrity, someone who's not willing to say sorry. And with that in line with this 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Page of Coins in reverse, I see that this is someone who, you know, maybe caused you a lot of pain and wasn't willing to say they were sorry about it. So I'm seeing you moving on. But there's a spirit of forgiveness here. Even if they're not willing to offer an apology, you can forgive them, even though you may not want to forget. It's going to allow you to move forward, Capricorn. And there may be some sort of second chance or reconciliation. There is opportunity for partnership here in October that I see. But I also see it takes you being really clear about your boundaries and how you want to proceed forward. Steadily, cautiously, knowing what you know now based upon all that it is that you've been through. This is pretty heavy duty stuff. And you're now in this place of peace, you know, just regaining your balance. And I see that something very good can come in the more you focus on your spiritual approach of it and employing forgiveness, both to yourself and to any others, family or prior partners. And you know, I see you moving forward, Capricorn. Even though it may be steady and cautious, both of these are very stable, reliable. You can count on both of them. It's solid. So I see you progressing forward in a very solid way. No more of this stuff that's going to, you know, drain your energy, this sort of like little kid stuff. I don't see you as having the tolerance for that anymore. So that's my reading for you, Capricorn. Again, you might find a love relationship showing up that's coming back from your past. Someone may want a second chance with you, even though they kind of did you wrong. Or you may find that someone who was a friend that you've known for a long time ends up becoming someone who you want to step towards.